Hi, my name is Declan Mingler, and I am doing the CPR and AED training project for Mr. Dawes' Summer Health 2025 class. And now, our first step is making sure that the scene is safe. No loose objects or anyone that can interfere with the CPR. And our first step, it looks like Mr. Bunny here had a little accident. He was probably choking on something, and now was on the floor. Not breathing. So our first step for him is making sure he's okay. Hello, are you there? If unresponsive, we move on to our next step, which is checking for his breathing. We will check for 5 seconds. Looks like he's not breathing, so we'll move on to our next step, which is getting the AED and calling 911. Usually assign this to other people, like, here, go call 911, here, go get the AED. Next, we will move on with the CPR. So first off, remove all clothing. He has a shirt on, but it's kind of hard to take it off. I'll just use scissors to cut it off. This isn't working too well. Now let's make sure we get this out of our way. And our next step is we are finally going to start the chest compressions, which we are going to do for a normal adult. We are going to do 30 chest compressions and 2 rescue breaths to make sure that the victim is safe. And for the chest compressions, we are going to put one hand over the other and push into the victim's chest at least 2 inches deep, like this. And we're going to try to do this at 100 beats per minute, similar to the song Staying Alive. And then for the breaths, we are going to do 2 breaths, one where we are going to place our lips directly. That's the next step. We are going to tilt his head back and lift the chin up to open the airways in here. We're going to pinch his nose, and we're going to place our lips directly over his. And then we are going to breathe for 1 second twice. And now let's do the CPR. There we go. Now, our next step is once we are given the AED by Mr. Moose over here, we will turn it on. We will take it out of the box. And then, and also at one point, while you are turning on the AED, have someone here, Mr. Moose, continue the chest compressions if possible. Although, if he can't do it or no one else is around, it's okay. And then our next step is we have 2 AED pads here. One of them is going to go on the upper left chest. I'll move this over. And then the other one is going to go on the bottom right chest. Make sure they're firmly in place. And then before we shock, we got to make sure everything is clear, no oxygen sources or anyone that will get in the way of the shock. We can also do this by saying clear before shocking. Okay, now let's shock. Clear. And while he is being shocked, after this we will engage in CPR again, and we will take the pads off. Keep the pads on. Why not? And we will do CPR again. There we go. And now next we are gonna look at our AED again. If it tells us to shock again, we will shock again. So let's make sure we do that. Repeat those steps. Clear. And now he is shocked for a second time. And if our victim is shown signs of life, then we will monitor his airways and make sure he is safe. Although if we do not see any signs of life, we will continue with CPR. We'll do that one more time. And there we go. And now we will repeat these final two steps, checking to see if they are okay, if there are any signs of life until emergency management arrives or the victim wakes up. And that is it. Thank you.